City, Denver, Colorado. It is WCW Monday Nitro on TNT. Randy Savage is going to be facing Lex Luger. Luger's career on the line. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson in this double main event. Ric Flair's prime is on the line. And it is all coming to you live from Denver. I'm Eric Bischoff along with Steve Honko McMichael and the Wild Thing.
That's right, best sports fans. Listen up. Even the little guy knows he's in for some eye-popping excitement tonight on Nitro.
How about it, Bobby?
Obviously, that tarantula has been watching his highlight films. But, oh, do we have a Monday Nitro tonight? Things are going to get hot and heavy right here.
Absolutely. In fact, you never know what's coming up next. Speaking of...
Double A! Can you hear me? Double A! It's gonna be a mile high night. You'll never forget Rocky Mountain High. Me and Double A live right there. Woo! Double A, I'm coming your way, big boy.
Thank you very much, Ric Flair. Let's kick off this double main event. Lex Luger, Randy Savage, but before we take a look at this.
You're right about that.
For one reason, I'm sick and tired of playing with kids. I'm here to take on the big boys.
You want to play with the big boys? Well, there's no bigger boy than the Macho Man Randy Savage. And all we're missing is a bell. Ding, ding.
Hey. Not here, gentlemen. This is not the time or the place, Lex Luger. No, not here. Oh, before anything erupts, please, gentlemen. Hey,
Oh, he's got them stacked up like pancakes.
He's going to the third floor.
Snap
he's
into
the
it,
syrup
Macho
on the
Man.
flapjacks.
Snap into it, Macho Man. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. 7 feet 4.
Somebody go get a can of green beans and distract this guy.
I'll tell you what, it's going to take more than green beans is absolutely right.
Try a flamethrower, maybe a bazooka.
He is one dangerous human being. He has already put the WCW World Heavyweight Champion in trouble, and now he is about ready to crush the Macho Man with one hand. Alex Wright.
Trying to kiss her.
He catches Alex Wright.
This man is a monster.
He's human flypaper. He is catching these athletes and he is sticking them.
He has just taken 5 men with one hand, picked them up by the throat, and
Oh yeah! And now Luger coming in to finish the job. This is what Luger had up his sleeve.
wait, is he coming to help Savage, or is he coming to help a giant?
Take 3 guesses, Bobby Heenan. Look at that smile on that
We're going to
face.
see what happens.
What does it tell you?
Wait a
We're
minute.
going to see.
Finally,
Now,
he
people-
shows his color. Wait a minute. Luger going after the giant. And now it's Luger on the receiving end. He gets drilled. Of course, that action came your way last week. Mongo, Bobby, all of us in shock at the power of this giant, the carnage that was left in the ring, and it all brings us to our opening main event. And it all started about 5 weeks ago when Lex Luger surprised the wrestling world, showed up on Monday Night Show, and it is going to end up here tonight. Mongo, this could be it for Lex Luger in WCW because he made the match last week. He said, if I lose, I'm going to leave WCW just as quickly as I came in.
Let me tell you what, baby. He better be ready for Savage because he's not playing games. He better be ready. Look at him. I think he is, Mr. Brain.
Well, you don't think Savage is playing games either, do you? Savage is a very intense athlete. So is Luger. This is going to be one heck of a match.
It is indeed going to be one heck of a match. Don't reach for every remote. This is a match no one has ever seen. The one that people have been waiting for. Besides that, you want to find out what's going on elsewhere in the wrestling world? Call the WCW hotline. Mike today will not only tell you what's going on Raw while you can watch WCW live here from Denver. He'll tell you everything that's going on in the world.
You can't put that on the speakerphone and let the parents listen in because you've got to hear what's going on.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the thing, Mongo, this all started out a couple of weeks ago with a slap to the face by the Macho Man, Randy Savage, to Lex Luger.
Somebody's going to be vindicated tonight, and let me tell you what, if it's not Luger, he might be going back to that other league that don't do nothing but throw raw eggs around. They don't do nothing.
Well, I'll tell you something, Luger's looking for a little R-E-S-P-E-C-T, and he's going to get it.
WCW, where the big boys play, the big matches are, and the action is live every week here on TNT, the only place you get it live every week.
Let me tell you what, folks, if you're not tuned into this, you're as brain dead as most of the people in the Staines family. You gotta be watching this.
Look at the intensity in the eyes of these two athletes. Lex Luger, he knows he put it all on the line. This could be a make or break night in his career. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, you were talking about, he is walking, talking, living, breathing intensity.
Well, notice this, Luger has not taken his eyes off Savage since he left the dressing room area. He has focused.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be in that situation like this. I'm smarter than that.
You might get decapitated out there.
You're right. These two athletes have locked up. The match is on. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, Lex Luger. Luger's career at stake. And they are tying up like two pit bulls, Bobby.
Well, like Luger says, he's not even going to unpack his bags because he may be leaving, but he's going to risk it all. He wants respect, and he's going to make Savage pay, he says, one way or the other.
And we understand that Hulk Hogan is on his way to the arena. Hulk Hogan will be here. He said, no way, no how is there another Nitro going by till I have my say, and he will be here tonight. We'll let you know as soon as he arrives. And they're out on the floor. Referee Randy Anderson trying to...
They haven't untied. They've still been tied up since this match started.
Oh, it's like they got lockjaw here. We got to go to a break. We'll be right back.
It's the horror of Halloween. It's WCW like you've never seen. The man becomes the monster when the immortal Hulk Hogan and the mysterious giant lock up in a sumo monster truck match. Then the monster becomes the man when these two colossal forces bring it to the ring for the World Heavyweight title. WCW presents Halloween Havoc. Sunday, October 29th. Live and only on pay-per-view.
Inside of the ring, Lex Luger outside of the ring. This thing has been going back and forth. Most of the action has taken place outside of the ring. These two guys really are going after each other. And Randy Savage mockingly holds the rope. The rope's open, Margo, inviting Luger, and Luger said,
Let me tell you, baby, you shouldn't have gone anywhere in that break because these two guys have been locked up tighter than Dick's headband. This is going to be a match that was made in heaven for anybody that is a fan of wrestling.
I'll tell you, they had another referee come out. They had two referees that were trying to separate.
Whoa! Hey!
Payback.
That's called payback time. It was a couple of weeks ago, and that's the start of this whole thing. A slap to the face by the Macho Man, and Luger had his day in court, so to speak. But the best, or worst, depending on whose boots you're in tonight, is yet to come.
He's going to suplex him on the floor.
Look at these two titans grappling. This is unbelievable. These two athletes, it's amazing. The athletic ability of these people in the WCW. I've never seen the like.
Oh, this is dangerous. A neck breaker out on a concrete floor.
You know, Hogan's sporting a neck brace right now. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yes, he is, and we understand we are in telephone contact with his vehicle, and he is not far from the building. We hope to have... Hold on. Luger now. In control. Look at this. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, 2.5. We hope to have comments from Hulk Hogan as soon as he arrives. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, but now it's Lex Luger. Full press.
Gonna throw him all the way to Salt Lake City from here.
That is the power.
Look at the power.
That personifies the total package, Lex Luger. This is why he has a confidence in himself that he does.
Well, he's always been like that. He's always been a very confident individual. And so is Savage. There's a lot of pride at stake here, and an awful lot down the road. You know, title shots. Loser leaves. A lot.
No, I'll tell you what, when you compare the Macho Man Randy Savage to Lex Luger, you're comparing two things. You're comparing power and you're comparing intensity. Savage has it all when it comes to intensity. And the total package, Lex Luger, make no mistake about it. As athletes go, in our sport today, one of the most powerful indeed. And now it's the Macho Man Randy Savage with a backslide attempt. Can he get the bigger, more powerful Lex Luger where he wants him?
Well, Lex
Look at these two. They're like two mountain goats locked up. Who's gonna get the herd?
Lex is a lot taller than Savage. I would say by 4 or 5 inches. I don't think Savage can get him down to his shoulders to pin him on the mat.
These two athletes going back and forth, and now it's the Macho Man Randy Savage digging down deep. This is a gut check for Savage,
yeah.
and Savage coming. Whoa!
What?
Wait a minute.
He can't get him
Luger,
down.
He's got his legs on the rope.
Good move, smart move.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
And now it's Lex Luger reversing the action. Luger in the center of the ring. He's got Savage.
He got him
too. Woo. The Macho Man coming off the rope. Step over. Off the ropes again. Oh. Attempted a shoulder tackle, take down in the middle of the ring, and I'll tell you, Mongo, that's what we were talking about just a few moments ago. The Macho Man Randy Savage had everything going for him. He had speed, he had timing, he had great velocity coming off the ropes, but he done hit a brick wall, brother.
Let me tell you what, there's been collisions like that on the football field, and they usually have to cart them both off. But look at these guys. I promise you they're going to get up. These are athletes, ladies and gentlemen. You can't deny it.
Yeah, but those guys are wearing shoulder pads, hip pads, butt pads, helmets.
Oh, and a shot right to the solar plexus. Right to the solar plexus and through the ropes. Right through the ropes using tights is the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Upstairs, he's upstairs.
Coming off the top. Oh, double sledge. Luger. Face first across the guardrail. Bobby Heenan. He'll be spitting teeth for a week.
Well, it looks like he took it right across the throat, too.
Oh, let me tell you,
Oh, and again. Again, Mongo.
there's going to be whelps on his neck and his back tomorrow after those, I promise you.
Savage is going all out for this one. Luger, you're in a fight out there. You're in a big fight, my friend.
Well, it's Luger's career. It's Macho Man's pride. It's his intensity, and it's his face being bounced off the ring post.
Let me tell you, they're pulling all the stops out tonight. It's no holds barred, ladies and gentlemen. They don't care.
Don't forget, this is just the first of a double main event. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, Lex Luger, and later on, you're going to have Arn Anderson and Ric Flair. And if you missed it at Fall Brawl, it was indeed a classic matchup. That's still to come. Hulk Hogan is going to be here. Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, and a whole lot more. Don't leave us, whatever you do, one moment, because there is so much action here on Nitro each and every week. Live as the referee is down. Randy Anderson is hurt. He's moving. Savage takes advantage of the situation. Slams Luger. Luger prone in the center of the ring as the Macho Man.
Here comes that big elbow. Here comes that big elbow.
He pulls the trigger. He pulls the trigger. The Macho Man has him. The Macho Man has him, but Randy Anderson is down.
Where's the count?
Well, that happens. The referee was in a bad part of town. He was in the wrong neighborhood.
The Macho Man Randy Savage. Wait a minute.
What is this?
Wait a minute. Oh, not again. Not again. Not again.
We're going to have some fun.
Not again. Somebody get security. Get the National Guard. Hell, I don't care who you get. Just get him out of here.
Somebody needs to get this guy under control.
The referee didn't see this monster come out of nowhere. Neither did Luger. And Savage gets spiked again. Get him out of here.
I tell you, last week, and now I haven't seen anybody clean house like this guy since we took care of business in the Super Bowl 1985.
I guarantee you, if Hogan's in his limo and he's watching this on television and he sees that big man, the Giant, he's going to have that driver turn around and get out of town.
Luger did not, remember now last week, Luger was a victim of this monster as well. Luger did not see the Giant come down. He is going after Savage. He is going to try to get the Rock.
Look at both these guys.
Got him.
Both these guys are out on their feet.
He's got him.
Savage
He's got him.
is out. Luger has picked up dead weight, so to speak.
Well, he had Hogan across his shoulders a couple weeks ago.
Look at Savage.
He's out.
He's
is
gone.
out.
He's gone. He's gone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Luger, your winner.
Courtesy of the Giant.
I know what has transpired here. The Giant taking up for Luger?
Well, Randy Anderson doesn't know the Giant was there. Luger doesn't know the Giant was there, but I guarantee you, Savage does.
Oh, he'll know it. He'll know it for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Oh, we got a lot more coming your way.
This is unbelievable.
Wow. Man, did you see that, Mom? Did you see that? This Saturday night on TBS, Brian Bryan and Arn Anderson take on Bunkhouse Black and Dirty Dick Slater. We hope to find out more about Johnny B. Bad and why he missed his U.S. title shot last week with Sting. Plus, Hacksaw Jim Duggan takes on Big Bubba, 6:05 Eastern on TBS. And hey, don't forget this, WCW Saturday night, each and every week, the most watched wrestling show on the weekend. You gotta love it. And I'll tell you what, guys.
I don't know what to say.
What do you make of it, man?
I don't know what to say about the Giant coming out.
Oh, I know what to say.
What's going on?
Everyone should pack their bags. They should get a motel room, get under the bed, put the dresser in front of the door. The Giant is in town. And he didn't come to town. He didn't come to Denver. He's not here tonight to eat popcorn in the building. He's here to get his hands on Hogan. He's going to rip the doors right off his limo.
One question. We'll get to it in just a minute, but I want to know why he didn't go after Luger this time. Wait a minute. I've got scheduled Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and I'm hearing Disco Junk.
Disco Inferno, isn't it? What's going on?
What is that about?
Oh, yeah.
Look, Truck, you need to work on your disco moves.
Are you kidding?
What is going on?
The Disco Inferno.
What is that about? Where's Malenko? Where's Guerrero? Where's the match we were expecting to see?
Well, he wants to dance. He wants to show off. He told me earlier that tomorrow, when the Atlanta Braves play Denver Rockies or Colorado Rockies here, they're not going to do the national anthem. He's going to dance for everybody.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Look at this.
Please don't let it happen.
Has he been taking dancing lessons from you, Shane?
Oh, I'll take something from him.
No. This guy's just a camera hog.
Yeah.
He got out here. He decided he was going to come out and snatch Eddie Guerrero's match time.
Well, he's a show-up. There's no doubt about that. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, Eddie Guerrero is a gentleman. You don't do that to Eddie Guerrero.
Sometimes you get that self-promotion stuff right back in your throat.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're back on track.
I'd rather hear disco music than bullfighting music.
Eddie Guerrero, one of the newest additions to the lineup here in WCW, where the big boys play, where the newest, most exciting young talent come to make their way in the world, and where the biggest names in our sport reside. Make no mistake about it.
We are jam-packed.
Hey, we are packed to the rafters, live here tonight, coming to you from Denver, Colorado, the Mile High City. And here's his opponent, Dean Malenko. This is a match both of these athletes have been anticipating. Both of these athletes have been waiting for. And if you watched WCW Saturday Night this weekend, you saw exclusive interviews from both of these athletes. A lot of mutual respect here, a lot of intensity. But let's go back. Last night, WCW main event, and we'll show you how Eddie Guerrero made his way to Denver.
There's the knee to the midsection, and a pickup, and he dropped him straight down. It was a brain buster.
He's got him now. He needs to go ahead. Well, what he just did, cut him off. Once again, going up high. Now, when he did this a while ago, he made a mistake. He can't afford one right here, Tony.
But the brain buster made sure he's down, and Eddie Guerrero up top, a jackknife, and he's on top of it. 2, 3, and he wins it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero.
Sensational. Eddie Guerrero goes on to Nitro live in Denver tomorrow night to face the man who said he wanted to face him, and that was Dean Malenko.
And we are live, and it is Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, center of the ring, two tremendous athletes. As I said a few moments ago, tremendous respect for each other. Collar and elbow hook up in the center of the ring. Malenko possibly the stronger of the two, backs Eddie Guerrero into the corner. And there's that, well, we thought mutual respect. Oh, nice kip up.
Whoa, look at this. You fans are in for a treat. These guys fly around more than a couple of vultures flying over some dead meat.
Don't blink, believe me. You don't want to blink in this match because this is going to be some exciting, fast-paced action. We understand. Oh, wait, I just got word. Hogan's limo is only about 2.5, 3 minutes away, maybe a little bit more with traffic. We hope to be hearing from him. Monkey flip up and over, but Eddie Guerrero, like a cat, ends up on his feet.
Well, they call Dean Malenko the man of 1,000 holds. Well, Eddie Guerrero's got him known maybe 999, because I'll tell you something, these two athletes are almost the same size, same speed.
Standing switch into a drop toe hold takedown, reverse into front face lock. Sit out and turn into a hammer lock is Eddie Guerrero controlling the action.
Now let me understand this, 1,000 holds. Now there's a book out, 101 sex positions. Where does he come up with 1,000 holds?
Don't touch it, Bobby. I will pull your mic. I know you were chopping at the bit.
Not me.
But Hogan has showed up. I bet you that'll shut them yams up over there, my friend.
Whoa!
Eddie Guerrero. Malenko had set up over the back, and now leapfrog. Oh, nice drop kick right to the top of the chest.
I think we've seen about 680 moves already.
I'll tell you what, as every Olympic wrestler knows, as every collegiate wrestler, high school wrestler knows, for every move there is a counter move, for every hold there is a counter hold. And these two athletes know them all. They do indeed know them all. Wait a minute, I'm just getting word. Hogan's limo has arrived. It has arrived. Let's go back. The WCW World Heavyweight Champion is here in the building.
I can't wait to see this.
Huckster, stay in the limo, man. Stay in the limo. You won't believe what happened to the Macho Man, Randy Savage, man. The Giant's in the building, Huckster. The Giant's in the building. Get back in the limo. Let's get out of here.
That's why I'm here, Jimmy Hart. And if 10,000 screaming little Hulksters couldn't stop me, you sure can. I want to tell you something, Jimmy Hart. You're my best friend. It's one thing not to be able to sleep at night, but right now, I can't live with myself. We're going to hunt this Giant down right here in Denver. We're going to face him eye to eye, and we're going to put an end to all his shenanigans. Are you with me or are you against me?
Huckster, I'm with you, man, but I'm tell you something, man. Your neck's not 100%. The Giant knows you're going to be in the building tonight. You don't need to be in here. You won't believe what he did to the Macho Man.
Brother, let me tell you, Jimmy Hart, calm down. I'm not the big picture now. It's all those little Hulksters that believe in me, man. If he wipes me out, so be it. They'll carry on for me. But let's get it on. Let's get it over with. I want that Giant eye to eye. You can help me. Let's go do it. Come on, Jimmy.
Listen to me, though.
No. It is going to be fireworks tonight here live Monday Nitro on TNT. We are back. We are back in the center of the ring, back in the locker room area. You just saw it. Hulk Hogan is here. Full Nelson by Dean Malenko. Countered, reversed. Again, Malenko goes behind. Eddie Guerrero.
This is a match for wrestling purists, folks. Just watch these guys move around the ring, and you will know true wrestling.
I'll tell you, it shows you how dumb Hogan is. That was the best advice he ever had from Jimmy Hart. Get back in the car and get out of town. But oh no, the big man, the Hulkster, he's gonna go giant hunting. Oh, you better bring yourself, I don't know what you need.
Did you see that? Both men over the top rope.
I want to ask you something, Bischoff. One of my sources told me that you had lunch the other day with George Steinbrenner. What's going down here?
Well, you didn't have it quite right. Yes, I did speak with George Steinbrenner, and no, it's none of your business.
Well, George is a personal friend of mine. I need to know what's going on here.
He doesn't even know your name.
Yes, he does.
No, we talked about Hulk Hogan. We talked about the Macho Man, Randy Savage. We talked about our plan. Never mind.
Our plan.
Back to the action in the ring. Back to the action in the ring as Eddie Guerrero pulls the trigger. Oh, my goodness.
That looked like a Mexican cliff diver coming off the top rope there.
Absolutely, man. That looked like something you'd see from Acapulco.
No, this is Nitro.
Wow. Eddie Guerrero in a suicidal move.
Why would someone do that?
You will only see something like that on Monday Nitro, baby. You ain't gonna see it nowhere else.
Yeah.
Boy, everybody is just shocked. They're quiet here watching him leap off that top rope.
Eddie Guerrero pulling the trigger about 15 feet in the air, and he drops Malenko in the center of the ring. And in the opening moments of this match, first couple of minutes, it was definitely Dean Malenko. Now, without question, Eddie Guerrero, and there is chaos back in the locker room again. They're telling me now we're trying to get a camera back there. Hulk Hogan is literally losing control back here.
I gotta go back there.
No, you stay right here.
I gotta go back
there. We'll get a camera back there.
Maybe he'll take that neck brace off and shove it down the Giant's throat and he'll choke to death.
Yeah, good luck.
Standing switch for the duck under. Dean Malenko going for the ankle pick.
He got him.
Eddie Guerrero, a little pick,
Oh.
little quicker. He picks up both ankles and he gets
The pinfall. Just like you said, there's a counter move to everything, and there it was.
There wasn't enough hair pulling for me, or eye gouging.
wow. What a move, and I'll tell you what. I hope you had your calculator with you if you were counting holds and counter holds here. Wait a minute. Malenko going back after Guerrero. Guerrero turns around. Referee is right. Wait a minute. One more match.
You give me a rematch. You got lucky. I want another match.
Anytime, any place, brother, you got it.
Wow, see, that's the kind of sportsmanship we've got here in the WCW. It don't always have to be nasty, Brain.
I don't like shaking the hand. I don't like that.
All right, let's go to a break. A whole lot more action when we come back.
I'm going to the back.
You stay here. Do not go back there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rocky Mountains. Welcome to the Mile High City. Welcome to America. WCW Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hogan making his way to the ring, and I hope, Steve McMichael, that Jimmy Hart has had the opportunity to talk some sense into this icon, the man who has accomplished more in this sport in our lifetime than possibly anybody ever will.
Sweet here on Monday Nitro. Hulk Hogan, there is a man in town tonight that has cut a path of destruction through the World Championship Wrestling, and you have been his obvious target.
Well, I guess there's not a whole heck of a lot to talk about, Mean Gene. You know something, brother? After what went down with this big nasty giant over the last few weeks, few months, brother, I had to do a little soul searching, brother. So last night, I was with a little buddy of mine, Jason Pittman, brother, a little teeny Hulkamaniac who's getting ready for a double lung transplant, brother. And he said, Hulk Hogan, belly up to the bar, look the giant in the eye, take him on and put him down, brother. And Jason, that's why I'm here. And since that big stinky giant isn't out here in the ring right now, he must be in the back, brother. And just like I'm gonna rip this shirt off right now, brother, I'm heading to the back since the giant's not here. And I'm gonna rip him apart right now, Mean Gene. What's he gonna do, brother?
Well, I tell you what, Hulk Hogan promised that Hulk Hogan t-shirt to one of the Hulkamaniacs here at ringside on Monday Nitro. As you know, Hogan to meet the Giant in Detroit on October the 29th when it's machine versus machine and man versus man at Halloween Havoc. Circling right now ringside. I don't know if I'm going to get him back in here for more comments or not. But Hulk Hogan certainly very popular. Oh, what is this? There's a woman with a cane. What is this? Come on.
Wait a minute.
What is this?
Hold on.
Who
Eric
is it?
Bischoff, back to you.
I'll take it, Gene.
Hey, you see, this is what makes the WCW Monday Nitro so exciting, baby. You never know what's going to happen.
That's no woman. That's no woman. That's Norman Bates.
Get whoever it is. Oh, no.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh, no.
See?
What's next? That's next.
Granny's done come out of the crowd.
That's no Granny.
That's no Granny.
That's our resident cycle right there.
The Taskmaster at ringside throwing something in the eyes of the World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
This is it. This is it. Hulkamania could be over right now.
Look at this.
He's ripped the
The
brace off his
Giant.
neck.
Oh, no.
Rips it off. The neck brace. And now he's going to do it again. No. No.
Somebody needs to get in there and stop this.
His career very well could be over.
They've got clippers. They're shaving off the mustache
Oh, they're sicker than ever.
Hogan.
Oh, no.
This goes beyond inflicting bodily harm. This goes beyond a quest for the World Heavyweight title.
What they're doing, Bishop, they are taking him apart, piece by piece, piece by piece.
They're taking him apart physically. We're talking about taking him apart mentally, emotionally. And look at this, the American males, the first on the scene. A drop kick bounces right off the Giant.
We need to get some people out here.
Scotty Riggs.
Oh, but Hogan is hurt. He is hurt bad.
He's down. The American males are supposed to be wrestling the Nasty Boys World Tag Team title next. And look at this. Look at the power of this monster of a human being. And now, the Nasty Boys. The Nasty Boys are out. Brian Knobbs going after the Giant, and Brian Knobbs goes down.
That is unbelievable power.
Jerry Sags thrashing away at the Zodiac. In the meantime, they continue to shave the mustache of the World Heavyweight Champion. A mustache he has had so many years. And look at this. And now, they're going to cut his hair. They're cutting the World Champion's hair. Shut up, Heenan.
Oh,
Shut
no.
up.
Can I stuff my mic down his mouth?
You can stuff anything down his throat. You're in the mood.
Do it.
How about the chair sitting next to you? This is a disgrace.
Not happening. This is not happening.
The Nasty Boys are both out. The American males are out. I would assume
Hogan is out.
so is the next match, the World Tag Team title. We still have Arn Anderson, Ric Flair standing by. We've got the trainer out.
I mean, Eric, look at this. In 2 weeks, this man has leveled a dozen top WCW superstars.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. We've got to go. We're going to be back. Don't leave us now.
That is what you call.
It's the horror of Halloween. It's WCW like you've never seen. The man becomes the monster when the immortal Hulk Hogan and the mysterious Giant lock up in a sumo monster truck match. Then the monster becomes the man when these two colossal forces bring it to the ring for the World Heavyweight title. WCW presents Halloween Havoc. Sunday, October 29th. Live and only on pay-per-view.
All right, Arn Anderson in the ring as we hear the music for the match people all over the country have been hoping for. If you missed it at Fall Brawl, it is the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And I'll tell you what, before we get going here, I've got to ask the question. Where was Lex Luger? And there's no mystery about the American males and the Nasty Boys. That match that was scheduled can't happen. Both of these teams are hurt. But the burning question right now on Nitro, where was Luger? Savage, he's on a stretcher. We know why he wasn't there. The Luger, what about it, Bobby?
Well, maybe he was just back minding his own business like a lot of people should do. That's what I would say.
Yeah, right. More than likely he was back there eating a snow cone or something.
Now this is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson. The second half of the double main event here on Monday Nitro on TNT. And this one started out a couple weeks ago. Ric Flair came out and he asked for the match, Mongo. He wanted Arn Anderson.
Well, I think his exact words were he is going to kick his ass.
Oh, and
Period.
And
Do you have any soap for him?
no, but I think I'll bring it next week.
It didn't come out of my mouth. It came out of Ric Flair's.
All right, and then Arn Anderson came out with Brian Pillman and said, hey, come get it. Well, the match was made this weekend, and now you've got it. And it is Arn Anderson covering the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And Ric Flair.
This has gone beyond a wrestling match. These two men were the best friends for the last 15, 20 years, and now it's come to this.
This is personal.
It goes way beyond personal. This is family, this is blood, this is history. This is a lot of years of frustration, anxiety, and yes, dare I say, jealousy.
Well, who do you think is jealous of who here?
Arn Anderson, certainly.
Is jealous of Flair?
Absolutely.
Well, he did all the work, he told me. I'm not knocking Rick, but I'm just telling you what he told me. Arn is the enforcer. Rick always stood behind him.
All right, now, while while we were watching this match, I understand doctors, medics are back trying to get another look at Hulk Hogan. And hey, hand it to Jimmy Hart. He said, Hulkster, don't do it, buddy. Your neck is not ready. And the first thing that monster did was go after the neck of the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan. And I have to say, and I'm sorry to say, it was not a pretty sight. Hulk Hogan came out here, and you heard him. It was for Jason Pittman, the young man that he flew out to California to spend some time with this weekend. And Hogan, regardless of what his motivations were, jumped the gun, and this monster took advantage of it. And so, by the way, did the Taskmaster, shaving off his mustache, cutting his hair, insult to injury.
Well, he needed a haircut, and he needed that dirty-looking mustache to be cut off his face. Matter of fact, why don't he get into his big monster truck? Why don't he get in the back of it and lay down real close to the bed of that truck while they take his miserable carcass to the hospital? That's all he's going to have to worry about, his monster truck.
Well, you know, you got to admit, the monster, the Giant had plenty of help out there. The only thing that was lacking was Lex Luger. And I've got to think back of when I played football. I left the stadium right after the game, baby. He's got to be gone or he would have been out here.
He probably left the building, or maybe he's just watching. I don't know.
All right, now it's the Nature Boy Ric Flair going after Arn Anderson. And the Nature Boy, you saw him come out here in the very beginning of the program. Thank you very much, Ric Flair. And he was jacked, he was psyched, he was ready to go. He wanted this match. The match was made this weekend, and he's got it.
Look at this man. I won't say it again, but he's out there kicking, baby. He is kicking.
Kicking is legal. You can say kicking.
Oh!
Oh, backdrop. Right on the concrete floor.
I can't wait for Halloween Havoc. What is the Taskmaster going to do at Halloween Havoc? This is his type of year.
Oh, and again, as we are live here on Monday Nitro TNT, the only place to get this action live each and every week. And before I forget this opportunity to congratulate the Colorado Rockies, they got a wild card shot. They're going to be taking on the Braves here in Denver tomorrow. And congratulations in order to Seattle. Just a few hours ago, they defeated California. They're going to be traveling to New York to take on Steinbrenner's Yankees.
Oh, by the way,
forget about it.
I misplaced George's personal phone number. Can I have it so I can call him later and find out just what's going on between you two?
Not a chance.
When your letters come back return to sender, they don't know you, Brain.
Arn Anderson in trouble now. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, in control of the match. And this is one of the things that the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, has been able to do. All the years of experience. He can pace himself. He knows when his opponent's hurt. He can sense the fatigue. He can sense fear. He's like an animal out there. And the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, can pounce on you, can take advantage of you in a heartbeat.
He can turn things around real quick.
He can also play possum, which makes me a little nervous right here.
Well, so can Arn Anderson. You know, they've rode together, they've been together, they've done everything together.
1, 2, hey! Oh, wow.
Close.
When I think back on it, I had an older brother, and those were the dirtiest fights I was ever in my life when me and him squared off. They are going to get after it tonight, I promise you. Look at these two guys.
Chicken wing armbar here, and this is vintage Arn Anderson. I've said it so many times, but it bears repeating. Arn Anderson knows more ways to break more bones than anybody in the sport today, and that's one of the disadvantages Flair has, both physically and mentally, because Flair, if anybody knows it, Flair knows it, and that's got to be wearing on.
I understand Nick Bockwinkel has now gone into the back.
Yeah, we understand the entire WCW Executive Committee is here, which is going to be very interesting indeed. They are watching like everybody is watching around the country, Nitro, because so much happens here so fast you can't afford not to watch it. As Arn Anderson reverses, he goes behind. Arn Anderson into the corner. The Nature Boy Ric Flair up and side suplex.
Well, the only thing about this is that it's live, and if you miss it, it's gone. You can always catch that other stuff, because I promise you it'll be on again.
I'll tell you something about Ric Flair right here. He still feels that that loss he had at the hands of Arn Anderson here. He don't like to lose, especially the way he lost.
Yeah,
and he blames Pittman for that. Pillman. Excuse me.
Pillman. I know it's close. 2 P.
Flying Brian.
A P and an N and some consonants in the middle. Elbow right to the chin.
You want to buy a bottle of that?
And speaking of live, check in CNN at 1 p.m. Eastern. We understand the verdict came in a couple of hours ago in Los Angeles. OJ updates. Verdict 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, no.
The Nature Boy.
No.
Ric
There he
Flair.
goes.
Figure 4.
Figure 4.
And
He's
Ric
got the ropes.
Flair.
He's got the ropes.
Arn Anderson on the ropes.
I don't know who to root for.
That's a good thing he had the ropes, because this match would have been over quicker than the OJ verdict.
Well, that was a shocker. That verdict came in quick. I was in my hotel room a couple hours ago when it came in. It was a shot to the gut by Arn Anderson, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. You come off the top like that, you expose yourself, you leave yourself wide open.
Well, I'm interested to see what the verdict is on Hogan's neck.
Well, we're trying to find out. We've got a camera crew back there. Unfortunately, doctors will not let anybody in the area. From what I understand, it is not a pretty sight. It does not look good for
Hogan
the
could be finished.
WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
He could be finished.
Jason Pittman, if you're listening to this, don't believe it, buddy. Hulk Hogan is the immortal Hulk Hogan.
If anybody can come back from 2 neck wrenches like that, it is Hulk Hogan.
Absolutely. He didn't get to be where he is today.
But
There we go. Oh, this countered by Anderson. Excuse me, by Flair. Anderson down. Anderson the one now in pain. And Ric Flair, the veteran tactician, the strategist, hammers away on Arn Anderson.
Talk about a knuckle sandwich.
Let me tell you what, when these two get through with each other, there might be some protracted hospital stay involved for one of them.
I'll tell you what, there's some HMO out there floating around that's got to be happy with between what's going on with Hulk Hogan, the way this monster, this giant, is laying people out right and left, and I mean everybody. He doesn't discriminate. He doesn't care.
What, he laid out 5 last week. How many this week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. Not bad.
This guy's like a walking train wreck.
And what's going to happen in those monster trucks at Halloween Havoc?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, look at this.
The figure 4 again, and this time it's in the center of the ring.
He can't get to the ropes.
No.
This is over. He can't get to the ropes.
Look at Arn. How can he hold on? How
What
can
is
he
this?
hold on?
What is going on now?
Pillman coming out of the back, and this is going to be like a nightmare form of deja vu.
Look at that. Arn Anderson held on long enough for Pittman to come. He's that tough. He sacrificed that much pain. Could have tore his knee, broke his leg, but no, he held on. They want to do a number.
He held on. Bobby, how's this? Arn Anderson, he gave up. Ric Flair is your winner. Indeed, he held on until Pittman got there, and he is double top. He was setting Flair up, but he gave up the match in the process. Ric Flair, your winner, and unfortunately, none of that matters right now because he's getting trashed.
The poor man has no friends. He better use some of that money and buy him some, or these two guys are going to make mincemeat out of him.
Here's what happens, Bobby, when you're an island.
Well, I'll tell you the way things are happening here at WCW right now, no one cares to pin a man. No one cares to make anybody give up. Everybody wants to send somebody to the hospital.
Oh, they said Atlantis was an island, and we all know what happened to that place, don't we?
It
Atlantis is the
sucked.
capital of Georgia.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, is out. And I said it, I'll say it again.
They're not done with him yet.
A nightmarish form of deja vu for the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who is trying to make his way up. That man is a psycho, and we're going to get back. We'll check up on Hogan, we'll check up on Flair right after this.
I gotta know what happened to Hogan.
All right, welcome back. WCW Nitro live on TNT. Mongo, you said it. If you're an island, you're in trouble. You've got to have friends. What I just heard is going to shock everyone watching. It's going to shock you too because it shocked me. Nick Bockwinkel may be Nature Boy's best friend. Bockwinkel saw what happened. Flair asked for a cage match right here next week, live on Nitro. Flair, Arn Anderson, inside of a steel cage. It's never happened before.
Next Monday night in Chicago, they're going to have a cage match.
At the Rosemont, live. 50 or 60 of your closest friends are going to be there, I understand.
That's smart,
I can't bear to miss it.
Let me tell you, that's the only way he's going to get that man one-on-one where there can be no interference.
Well, I don't know why they're concerned that much about interference, but to put Arn Anderson in the cage, Ric Flair in the cage, lock that door, it's like putting 2 animals in there. Someone's not going to walk out of that cage. I guarantee you that, maybe 2.
Woo, I'm going back home, baby.
It is coming your way live next Monday from the Rosemont in Chicago. Sting will face the Shark. And you are going to see Sabu as he returns in action to face the WC newcomer, Mr. JL. And a man who knows Chicago well, Road Warrior Hawk, will be in action against Big Bubba all next week here live on Nitro, where the big boys play. It is good as it gets. Yeah!